Hey guys, happy Tuesday, happy day before fusion. Just wanted to put it out there for, just my thoughts about Alice and Mad Hatter. Uh, just kind of geeked about it. Really, really, really geeked actually. Um, not gonna. I'm sure that you've already seen the other content creators, but what I'm really geeked about here is the A2. Attacks all enemies, has a chance of increasing the cooldowns, which is awesome, um, as well as doing a little turn meter manipulation there. So I'm just going to be stripping my Armand's gear and putting it on her. Um, I could also be taking away my Sun Wukong stuff and putting it on her too. Honestly, just prioritizing speed and then accuracy. Um, really just doing that, and now that I'm looking at it, I don't need accuracy here, so just really just a speed, uh, just just cranking her up as fast as I can. So yeah, that's really all I want to do. And then if I could get some attack out of her, that's stupendous, because she reads as that champ to get that speed as well as any type of damage, just because, especially in that A3, that she's ignoring 20% of the target's defense as a one. And then if that dude is killed, it also does a little snipe on the other one with the lowest HP. So that's kind of cool. And in my mind, I'm loving the creativity of Raid on these champs. Just really snazzy. At first I was like Alice, but here we get the Raid, we get the Raid, uh, s- you know, graphics. The color scheme is just spot on and legit. I've said this since day one. I really love what Raid does with their characters and their graphics. Just snazzy. Um, but going back to Alice, it's a loyalty champ, so basically just sign in, for at least 7 days, and I'm sure they're going to toss in a little soul for her as well, or at least that's been kind of the thing. Like when we talk about Skeletor, Aidlin, so I'm pretty geeked about this. Yeah, just pumped. Um, so yeah, crank her out with speed. Let's get that A2 cracking, and then we really just want to we really just want to get going with attacks and stuff like that, because this additional passive here of 3% bonus damage. Sweet, we're gonna crank that up, man. Because how many champions are out there with multiple skills? All of them. uh, and you're basically resetting them. Huge, dude. um, so like what, maybe a 12 percent, at least 9. So that's snazzy. Really, really geeked about it. And then the other one that I really want to talk about here, as I drag that around here, is Mad Hatter. Um, just I'm pumped for it. Uh, it's he's kind of snazzy. He's tricky. So I love that motif with Mad Hatter. I like him stealing the debuff, random buffs, actually, not debuffs, and then potentially spreading it around. I think that's cool. It's kind of conditional because you need a hex out there, but it's snazzy. I was watching Nub Raids talking about him, and having Hex out there and with him out there. I think that's really cool. He's Night Revs, so coming up there is going to be that Night Rev Unity champ, which I am pumped for. So that there could be some great synergy there, and then having him put Weekend and Hex out there in Night Rev, that's okay, cool. And then his A3, just increasing duration of all our buffs, and then you know basically pumping up the jams and the enemy debuffs too by one turn. Okay, I kind of wanted just maybe a small little attack there. And I get it, he's a force legendary. Maybe if he was void, that would have happened. But as a force legendary to do that, snazzy. And then he's increasing turn meter by 20% and a 3-turn cooldown when you book him up. Awesome. Now, again, just as I'm talking about Alice, here is the creativity cranking up just a smidge in Raid. Love it. Every 10 turns taken by allies, they you get a 20% max HP heal. That fantastic. Um, and then just to make this guy PvP like eligible, every 6 turns taken by the enemies, placing a true fear in everybody. That is all right. Very dependent on block block debuffs, but even if that's not there, this is just huge. A true fear. Basically, you're skipping a turn, um, or at least you have a chance to skip a turn. But dude, that's pretty awesome. It's pretty nutty. One would say it's mad, but I think it's cool. So you're gonna want to put speed on this guy. You're gonna want to put accuracy. Uh, Not really paying attention to attack here. Like I'm not expecting him to do a lot of damage. I really think he's just there to be that chaos instigator. Um, Nub raids was like, yeah, not so much. Maybe A tier. I don't think he's S tier by any stretch here, but I would definitely put him. I, I I'm going to be building him out. I'm going to be using him. I just don't necessarily know where. I want to see how the hex and weaken actually work. The multipliers are going to be fairly low, so that's okay. Uh, Really, he's there. So I would put him solid at a B plus. He definitely gets if you want to have fun in raid, this guy can be fun. I just don't know if he's gonna help many people complete content, and that's kind of reserved for those S tier champs for me. Um, A tier, I'm expecting like great improvement. B is that funness, and I feel that this is that chaos instigator type. So I would definitely put him at a B plus. Uh, could be a potential A depending on the teams that he's in. So, but as a standalone, I'm putting him as a B, as a high B champ. Um, I'm still going to be going for him. I think he's nutty. I am pumped for it. I really like the direction that Raid is going with these champs. So definitely going for it. Gonna have some fun. Yeah, lay it in the comments about where you'd put him. Who who is he gonna synergize with, and all that fun stuff. Looking forward to any feedback. All right, catch you guys on the next stream or the next video.